Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's your host, Rob Banks, the bearded version, along with I Shave My Balls for this. Welcome. Thanks, everybody, for joining us over here from the Facebook pregame show that took place a little earlier. Again, obviously, like and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, because this is the...
Is it going to be a halftime show? Is there going to be a halftime show? Is it going to be as good as J-Lo and Shakira?
I don't know if it's going to be that good. It's a tall order. I don't know if they want us to walk around taking our asses. Again, join us on Facebook, the official Red Cup review, the Rebellion for the weekly adventures of not just me and Baz, but the rest of the Red Cup family. Shout outs to Eugene, who is the new subscriber this week, and he was posting up his collection, so that was pretty cool. So glad to have you aboard. He's been inviting some people in. Again, we have a strict no douchebag policies on that page. So if you know some cool people, invite them. Otherwise, you're on your own, pal. All right, Baz, how's it going? Let's go through the live chat real quick because we got a bunch of people waiting for us. We got Jay Belk, Mike is nerdy. Shouts to you guys. Rob Skywalker, never seen him before, but that's pretty cool. What's up, buddy? Obviously, Donnie Das, Danny Lee, Trev McGuire. Wow, we have an all-star studded cast with us tonight. Baz, how you doing this week? How you been?
Good. No pickups.
No pickups,
but I did opened the 2-pack for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meets Batman animated. So all this is Ra's al Ghul. Freaking awesome. Awesome sculpts, awesome articulation. It's fucking Ra's, bro. He looks great.
I love the fact that they gave him the Batman the Batman spikes on his arm too, like a shout out to the movie.
Yeah, and he's got a cloth cape. And then we got also with a cloth cape, we got Shredder. And actually, Shredder comes with like longer, like friggin' claws that you could put on. I kept him with the short ones because I kind of want to have him facing off a bat with Batman. Nice. I don't want Batman getting too fucking fucked up. So, yeah. He's awesome. The plastic feels like nice and heavy. The joints are stiff, but the articulation is great. I highly recommend these 2-packs, and they're showing up at the GameStops right now. So I went to the GameStop I went to is fully stocked.
I would love for Mezco to do. I would absolutely love for Mezco to do a Ra's al Ghul. That figure lends itself so much to soft goods, and he's also happens to be my favorite Batman villain. But whatever. Anyways, okay. Oh, by the way, Rob Skywalker is really Rob Swallow. Thor joined us, Mr. I Lick Every Hole, and Travis Billington. Welcome, CM Brock. Jesus Christ, the fucking all-stars are just pouring in. Jenny's got her coffee ready. I think that's cousin Jen, right?
That's my cousin Jenny. Jenny from the block.
Yeah, man. How you doing? Good to thank you for joining us, obviously. Has Baz opened that Alfred Pennyworth yet? I believe he did. Baz, you opened your...
Not yet.
You haven't? Yet. Unbelievable. Mr. I keep shit in the box all of a sudden.
I still haven't. I'm saving it for something special.
Okay, we're gonna.
It's my shit in the box.
We're gonna start the show with the collectibles of the week. Baz has got a ton of movie news. We got a ton of collectibles to go over. I need a hard end at 8 o'clock because Goldberg's coming back on SmackDown tonight, and I got to we don't have
Goldberg's coming back.
Yeah, he's on SmackDown tonight. Oldberg. Yeah, Whisker Biscuit himself will be back on, and Kev Moore also wrote to me something that he wanted us to talk about. As like a funny topic real quick. You know what? Screw it. Kevin Moore, Red Cup OG wrote to us this week, Baz, and asked, here's a funny topic. When you show outsiders your collection that they ever even knew of, our crazy hobby collection, watching their faces, like the look on their faces when their eyes glaze over, like it's back for them being in Toys R Us, like when they were a kid, or Charlie in the Chocolate Factory type look, or them looking at you like you're a giant adult weirdo. Have you ever come across anything like that, Baz, in your collectible days?
Most of the dudes, just stumble upon this shit that I have here, think it's fucking cool. They all think it's cool. It doesn't matter how old they are, right?
Right.
The chicks, it's a different story. Yeah, some are cool with it, and some are really not. They think you're a fucking weirdo loser.
Yeah,
it depends. Yeah, so
It's funny because I know that men are normally into things and women are more into people. Like they say that psychologically, you know. And most dudes that I have
Really?
down here, yeah, no, men are mostly into things and doing things, working with things, which is why they say that like men on average make more than women do, not necessarily in the same field, but that whole myth of women making 75 cents on a dollar is because the study was from my limited knowledge done over the fact that a woman will join something like social work and teaching, whereas men will be more into engineering. Right. Men are more into like actual things. So I noticed that, like, yeah,
of course, because dude, use your brain. I mean, it's illegal to pay somebody for the same fucking job.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, most men dig the collection too. And I noticed that, like, even a lot of my wife's girlfriends, when they come by, they're like, "Oh shit, like let me check out." So they get a kick out of the movie characters more than like the toy stuff. So like the Mezcos is kind of like, but like when they see the Christopher Reeve Superman or like the Luke Skywalker or the Heath Ledger Joker gets a lot of love, they're like, "Oh wow," like, you know, because I guess like iconic characters in movie history, you know, with the artwork, I guess, that goes into the doll, you know, I've noticed that they kind of look at that shit a little bit more. And even the statues, like when they see the giant statues, they're a little like, yo, is it necessary to have these giant statues? But they do look nice. Maybe they're just being nice. Maybe they're just, you know, trying to not say your husband's a fucking weirdo. Who knows? All right. Moving along, 2 collectibles of the week. Okay, tell me what you guys tell me as I get through the screen share. So I
was just going to say something vulgar.
Oh,
don't worry about it.
Awesome. Okay, so this went up for I'm starting off with this because this actually went up for pre-order today. Mezco 112.
What's the rainbow? What's with that rainbow effect?
You know what the rainbow effect is. What is? No, it's supposed to be like, I guess, that's a J.J. Abrams lens flare effect, trying to mimic the lighting up of the stones. Maybe he's like waving his hand or something.
Is Thanos trying to tell us something?
Yeah, he's trying to take a look. All right, so.
All right, yo, okay. Listen, I love. Okay, remember I was talking to you about Darkseid,
yes,
the tweeter Darkseid statue, and how he looked too much like a bodybuilder.
Right.
Now this is perfect. Like to me, these guys, Darkseid, Thanos, they got to look like powerlifters. So. Okay. So his size is perfect here. Little worried about maybe the pajama onesie effect on the outfit. Right. Hopefully it fits a little bit more snug than what I'm seeing here. So maybe this is just a bad picture. What do you think?
Yeah, well, that's exactly the first thing I was going to touch on was the fact that his, you know what, why am I showing this picture when I should be showing about the hell it is I'm going to be talking about? Let's go back one and zoom into, unfortunately, the crotch area. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. Same thing Baz just said, right? What's more important? Having the suit being a little bit more form-fitting, right? Showing off maybe a little bit more of the definition underneath, giving it a less baggy feel, or was it smart of them to go with like the Italian Guinea, sweatsuit look, velour outfit look, so to speak, to add to the articulation, because you know that the articulation is not going to be restricted at all if the suit remains as baggy as it is. I don't know. 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other.
Maybe that's going to prevent tearing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like that'll stop like the crinkling in the elbows and the shoulders. You'll be able to raise his arms up. You'll probably be able to do like the Thanos snap effect with having his arm up without worrying about it overstretching the material. You know, it also looks like because of the way it's stretching here, you might get a little articulation in the waist, which will stop it from really stretching across the torso area. And then when you put it back to normal, it's going to look baggy anyway. So I guess that's why they went with more of a baggier look. I don't know, guys. What say you? 155. Is he Polystone like Darkseid? No, he is not. And that was going to be my second complaint, actually, that I was going to bring up. The fact that I think, personally, at 155, this figure is a complete ripoff. I think that is a huge, huge overstated amount. The figure is 8 inches tall. Most Mezcos are 6.5 inches tall. So it's only an extra 1.5 inches. There's no Polystone. And it does have the light effect on the glove, which again, you know me, light up effects. I can't stand that stupid shit. But you're getting your light up effect, and but what you are getting is 3 different head sculpts. So let's go take a look at that. Here's a close up of this one. All right. The heads look pretty good. It's got a decent Jim Starling effect right, going on. You know, I like the little green pupils in there is kind of cool. I like the semi-simian look around the mouth area. I think that's pretty dope. As far as like Thanos,
Did you say Jim Starlin? Did you say Jim Starling?
Starlin.
Okay. I was going to say, you fucking heathen. It's Starlin.
He's in a black, so this is black and gold is his jumpsuit. Come on, man. What the hell is it? Click, click, click. Okay, that's cool. He comes with the cosmic cubes. That's pretty cool. The cosmic cube is not going to light up, so that's all trickery right there. The cosmic cube is not lighting. It does not have the light up effect. I do like the detail on his teeth, though. I think this is cool. It's a very smart choice for marketing, having him step into Cap there. Let's get a close up on his teeth because I think those.
Well, now Cap is going to be highly sought after now.
Yeah, exactly. I think that I gotta be honest, most of their prototypes look pretty almost exact to what you get. Like I think that Mezco, one thing that the company does do correctly is that their prototypes are pretty spot on to the figure you're going to get. It's almost 99.999% what you're getting. And I think that the actual teeth sculpt on this and like the mouth area is like over the moon for this head sculpt in particular. I'm not getting this figure though, because I have to be super, super picky with my figures now because I lost a what you call it this week. Well, last week, really, I lost a sponsor for the channel. So if I got to pay full price on this figure, it's going to wind up coming out to just about $200. And I have a feeling this thing is going to crash just like the Dark Side did. And you're going to be able to get them for like less than half after the fact. I have not less than half.
You think so?
He'll be like $100 I have a feeling in like a month after his release.
Thanos is more popular than Dark Side.
That is true. That is true. Well, the Dark Side went down to like 120, man. 100 to 120 I'm seeing on some sites. And I mean, I know we're DC guys. I just happen to think that if I'm not going to have a Dark Side in my collection, why the hell am I going to have a Thanos? Because Dark Side to me is just way infinitely cooler than Thanos is. Even though they did
I feel like you would also need like the Mezco Captain America and Thor also. Or, I mean, not Thor, Iron Man.
What, to go along with this?
Yeah,
I already have.
That's how I would feel.
Yeah, well, I already have that. See, I'm trying to keep it like team related. Like I'm doing like an X-Men team. I have like a semi Marvel like mainstays. There's not a lot of Marvel villain. There's only one Marvel villain I could see myself getting, and that's Doctor Doom. Like that, I'm like foaming at the mouth for a Doctor Doom figure. Yeah, here you go. Rob Skywalker got my Dark Side for $85 on eBay, guys.
No, wow. How much did I fucking pay? Almost 200?
200. That's what we paid. Me and you both paid 200. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Lamb Carter, where do you see Dark Side?
Damn you, swallow!
There you go. Rob Skywalker, Lamb just told you got it for $85. I've never seen it for that cheap, but I've seen it. I've seen it for pretty cheap. All right, so here's what you're getting. You got the two gloves, the open and the close, a bunch of other mini gloves. The glove is on the left hand, which I believe is where he does keep it. Not sure in particular, but the three head sculpts are nice. I like the teeth showing one. My favorite one is the smiling sculpt right here. I think it's the most menacing looking. I don't know. He's going to be big. He's not going to be Bluto big. He does look cool. I'm not going to front. He does look pretty damn cool. I just don't know if he's $155 cool, at least for me, because you guys got to remember, as far as me buying these things to review them, if I had to buy everything at full price, this is going to sound really shitty and fucked up, but you know what? I don't hold back on this channel. I'll let you guys know everything straight up. I wouldn't be able to afford everything. I wouldn't be able to do the channel, which is why I look for sponsors to help me get stuff. Like most of the time, I'll buy a figure for a little cheaper than retail. I'll be able to review it and then sell it at the price I bought it for. So I'll be able to recoup that money and buy something else to review for you guys for the channel. Unless it's a figure that I'm keeping, then it just stays in the collection. But if I had to shell out for every figure at full price, forget it. I make a lot of money, but I also have I don't make this kind of a lot of money. All right. Anyways, moving along. Baz, what do you think? Is this a must-have in your collection? If not a must-have in your collection, do you think it's a must-have at all?
So many different factors are involved. I think it's a great figure, though. It looks great. I love the sculpt. I love the Infinity Gauntlet. So, like, if you're, a big Marvel fan and you already have, like, some Marvel Mezcos already building up, I would say definitely get them.
There you go. You heard it.
For me, no, I can't. No, not right now. I'm kind of like not in collector mode right now. I'm kind of trying to save money. And also, I don't have a lot of Marvel Mezcos. I have the Punisher. I have the movie version of the Punisher.
Right.
And I think that's about it. I have like one Marvel Mezco.
Right.
So, if I start with him,
yeah.
If I buy him, it's just gonna start. This is how collectors think. It's just gonna start the whole thing where I'm gonna feel compelled as a collector to add more Marvel to my collection, and there goes my fucking savings account. So, maybe down the line I'll pick him up when he's $85, like Rob Swallow. Year or two down the line. What I really want, I've been thinking about that fucking Conan, bro.
Oh yeah, I put the Conan on pre-order. The Conan was, let's see if it comes down to Conan or Thanos. I'm going Conan. Donnie says the Infinity Stones look weak, and I got to tell you what though, I disagree with you and agree with you at the same time, Mr. Donnie, and that is because when the light goes on and they do that little stupid light up effect, the stones are going to look awesome. But when you don't have the light up effect on, they're going to look weak, like you're saying. However, I like the way the stones look because at least to me, they look colorful even while the light is off, because I never use those friggin' light up effects. Okay, moving along. We've spoken enough. Anybody in the chat picking this up? Anybody already up? Well, okay. CM Brock says he's waiting. Anybody else waiting on this or picking up? Yeah, I really want it, but I think I'm playing the long game on this one. I think that's the smart thing to do for this figure in particular. To be perfectly honest with you, the only Mezco to jump on are their Mezco exclusives, like the Batman 89 and like the John Wick that was exclusive and all those figures. Those are the ones you got to jump on. The rest of these things go on sale. And they always go on sale, the regular ones, unless it's the Punisher is like the only regular figure that I've seen. I even see like the Sovereign Knights, which was my favorite Mezco last year. One Mezco of the year for me. Either any Sovereign Knight one, the blue one, the black one, whatever. Those are going for like cost now too. So it's like you're going to be able to get this shit for cost, guys. Don't fucking kill yourself trying to run out and get this right away. And Donnie says he's waiting for Comic Hulk and Thor, and those would be instant pre-orders for me because I am doing a little mini Avengers, old school Avengers team. Okay, let's see. Getting out of this, so let's remove.
Yeah, if they do an old school like freaking John Romita Jr. I mean John Romita, not John Romita. Who do Thor besides Kirby, like the classic Thor?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Well, I don't.
Is it John Buscema? John Buscema?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Like a John Buscema type friggin' Thor / Kirby, Jack Kirby Thor. I'd buy that in a heartbeat. Classic Thor. No embellishments, man. I just want like streamlined 1960s fucking Thor, man.
Speaking, I'm glad you mentioned Jack Kirby, Baz, because that's going to bring us to our next screen share and our next topic here, and that is back to Tweeterhead. Right now, you had mentioned Tweeterhead Darkside. Now, there are big changes coming to the way you pay at Tweeterhead. Now, Tweeterhead does not endorse this channel or any of that other bullshit. However, I do want to point this out to you guys because I do collect certain Tweeterhead statues. I'm doing the Trinity at the very least, right? So if you guys didn't catch the live stream with the Batman statue collector, Chad, who's the guy who runs Tweeterhead, was on there. And if you didn't catch Chad's live streams this week, here's the updates that are coming to Tweeterhead in as of yesterday, actually, as of Thursday. Okay, you got if you pay in full. See, they're trying to get people. They're losing a couple of dollars over Tweeterhead, and they're trying to get as many people to order from them, and pretty much from Tweeterhead specifically, and not other sites as much as possible. So here's what the changes that they're doing going forward. If you pay in full for the full amount of the figure up front, they give you a $25 discount on any order from this point going forward. So starting with Darkside going forward, not what's available on their website now, just starting at Darkside and any new release. If you pay in full,
I mean Thanos.
Darkside, yeah, Darkside, not Thanos. No, this is Tweeterhead.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'm fucking confused. All right.
So starting with Darkside going forward, if you pay in full, you get $25 off of your order. So Darkside is retailing for $400. He's $375 if you pay upfront for him, which actually isn't bad at all considering. Also, all pre-orders are going to be charged a $50 NRD deposit, which ain't too bad, especially on expensive statues. And they also have a payment plans that they're going to be implementing. The payment plans are going to be split into 10 payments. What is it, buddy? I'll tell you. All right, so they're going to have 10 payment plans going forward. And so that's pretty cool for people that don't want to shell out the money up front. But if you do the payment plan, you're not getting the $25 off. And all U.S. orders are free shipping. So that alone, I tried to price one of these things out being shipped from Sideshow, and Sideshow shipping is like $25 on a tweeterhead. Might even be 30. So they're saving, if you pay up front, you're saving $25 plus that. Plus they're going to have more it's going forward, exclusives, and they're going to try to make the exclusives as palatable as possible. Now I'm going to go back to the dark side thing that we were looking at last week, Baz. I don't know why it's not letting me click on the damn thing. Here we go. Okay. $375 if you pay in full, right? So here's the dark side. We already looked at dark side, but here's what it comes with if you get the exclusive version available only at Tweeterhead. Okay, you're going to get the stern face because the regular face is the snarling sculpt, right? So you get two heads, Baz. You also get a switch out hand with a mother box and another switch out hand with the a tattered Superman cape. All right, so you'll get the tattered Superman cape. You'll get the mother, and I believe you get two mother boxes, and one mother box is going to have Kirby colors, so it's going to be painted as if it was like Jack Kirby inspired early Dark Side colors.
Ah, cool.
So you get the two heads. Oh, and the removable shoulder armor. So he'll have the shoulder armor that you can remove, but the regular version comes with that also. You'll get the two different heads and the two different extra hand sculpts. So you'll get the fist. Everyone needs a little fist. And you'll get fisted. You'll get the Kirby box, or two Kirby boxes, I believe, and you'll get the tattered Superman cape. So they're trying to do everything they can, and it's the same price. So for the same price, ordering through them, you're going to have a ton of more exclusives. So personally, for free shipping and all that shit, if you're even remotely interested in the superpower statues, because they're really affordable. The dark side is really expensive at $375 because, and he's only $100 more than their other ones, but he's also 22 inches tall. I mean, he's the size of a 1/4 scale premium format. So, so there you go. Anyways, I just saw Justin's review it. Squeaking away for. I'm totally backed up on all the put a skirt on Thanos, he's dark side. Put the armor on dark side, he's Thanos. Yeah, pretty much. So there you have it. I know not a lot of guys necessarily are into the statues, but I figured I'd mention that to you guys because I love the Tweeterhead stuff. They're like my favorite company doing statues right now, and they come with a ton of exclusives. I figured, Baz, you'd like the switch out parts.
Any new looks at Steppenwolf?
No new looks at Steppenwolf yet. They are doing the Fourth World. They've been talking a lot about the Masters of the Universe figures, which are coming, not figures, statues, which are coming next year, I believe. I don't know which ones they're doing first. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole stream. I actually logged off because it took a while for Chad to get on during the Batman Statue Collectors live with him. So I jumped off and then he apparently got on. So, but I know that they're doing Masters. I know that Steppenwolf is probably coming this year. And he might be the next one to be revealed. The next one in full to be revealed is probably going to be what's his face, Black Adam. Even though they revealed like the headpiece, they didn't do any of the exclusive shit or any of that bullshit. Rob, you have the Tweeterhead 1939 Batman Bill Finger. I'd love to get that one. No, I don't. It's an older. I didn't even know about Tweeterhead when that was released. All the old classic Batmans, the 39 stuff and the 66 stuff. I had no idea Tweeterhead was even a fucking company until, or apparently just eluded me because I wasn't into statues back then. So all that kind of got lost on me. I don't know if y'all don't collect Dragon Ball Z, but that just put up the Great Ape Vegeta on BB Toy Store. It's like $196. Yeah, I'm not a Dragon Ball Z fan at all. I don't even like anime. I'm totally not into anime at all. I like two anime cartoons, and that's it.
Yeah, I dabble a little bit. I look at those figures here and there. Like one of my favorite characters is Brawly. So I've watched some of the series, but I'm not like an aficionado or anything. I'm like a casual when it comes to Dragon Ball Z or anime in general. And I watched some of it.
To answer Donnie's question, are you guys Beast Wars fans? No, I absolutely hated Transformers when they went Beast Wars. The only Transformers I like is G1. To me, it's G1 or bust. It's like some people with the OG Star Wars. To me, it's just G1, and that's it. Speaking of that,
Beast Wars is pretty cool, man.
I don't like the idea that they're in. I like transforming robots and cars. Them turning into animals to me is kind of like they might as well just stay in robot mode if that's the case.
Optimus Primal as a character was pretty cool, though. I watched, I think, season 1 of that. And he was a good character, the one that turns into an ape.
Yeah. I watched the first 3 minutes yesterday of Bumblebee. And I got to say, if that was the Transformers movies, those probably would have been my favorite movies. If it was just those first 3 minutes of that movie was just the movie. I don't know what the fuck Hollywood's doing or why they don't do shit like that, but it is what it is.
And you can actually see the fight. You can see what's going on in the fights. You don't get lost.
I know. It's like, well, eventually we'll probably watch the whole thing. Grayson was like, wait, we actually watched The Naked Gun yesterday. Me and Grayson was his first viewing of The Naked Gun. But we watched The Naked Gun, but before that we watched the beginning of that, and we were both blown away by it. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Hey, that's not the Empire. That's Enrico Palazzo.
That was also Francis. The guy that said that is Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. All right, so moving along, like we're being fired out of a damn cannon this week. We're gonna do another screen share and move on to Sideshow Collectibles.
It's only 7:27.
Well, we want to talk all that movie news too,
It's not going to take that long. Maybe we should slow the roll down, smoke a J.
Slow it.
I feel like we're going too fast, bro. I feel like mellow it out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Groove like you're listening to some Barry White.
What did you think of the Harley Quinn?
Oh, my darling.
Toy.
Harley Quinn.
What do you think of the Harley Quinn?
Like I said, I saw her face and it looks like she just fucking had a bad leg. She's just like,
and
wasn't what I expected.
Yeah. Put your pants back on, that's what she's saying. At $259, Hot Toys is out of their damn mind.
I didn't see that price.
This is where I lose the Sideshow endorsement, but I can only.
Yeah, guys, I may have to just leave the show.
All right, when I started my agreement with Sideshow, they were like, please don't just throw us under the bus. This is Hot Toys. This isn't Sideshow, but I'm not supposed to throw any of their constituents under the bus either. But that's not how we roll on this channel, and I'm throwing them under the bus. The price on this figure is astronomical for this. This bare bones figure is a $220 figure at the absolute most. I don't care what decade we're in, what year we're in. This is silly and insulting. And I don't know, man. The head sculpt is off. The hair sculpt there's not enough. It's just not good enough. It looks flat. I hate the outfit. So I'm already biased. I think this character design is atrocious. This is like the equivalent to me of Bat Nipples. It's like 2020 meets Bat Nipples as far as character design goes.
Somebody said that outfit looks like a failed art project.
Yeah, this is really bad. And to everyone that went and saw this movie, spoiler alert, Baz is going to give us our review of this movie in a little later on in the show. I don't care if this movie needs to win a fucking Oscar. The art director needs to be crucified, okay? Or costume designer, rather. This is hilariously bad.
Well, Margot Robbie, who produced this film, actually came out and said that they wanted it to look less male gazy, so less attractive to the actual target audience, which is us. Let's come on, we make up most of the comic book and collecting, what you call it, the hobby here is men. So it's whatever.
Yeah.
Gazy. So. And well, now you're not going to get sales. So
I don't know. I'm seeing a few people go like, "Oh my god, must have over this." I'm also seeing a lot of people being like, "Absolutely not." But
those people they buy fucking fucking hot toys came out a fucking pile of shit and put it in a box. They buy it.
Exactly.
Those fucking psychos.
I got into a little bit of a tip. It was a gentlemanly discussion about how hot toys. The comment I put up was what I find funny. I was under a thread for this. I believe it was in 1/6 Republic, or it might have been in Susan's group, the Sanctum Sanctorum, or one of those pages. And I wrote, hot toys managed to convince you people what I find funny, that you need to spend $280 on a glorified Marvel Legend on a figure that is flavor of the month. And the guy was like, well, I like the movie and I love the character. And I'm like, if you're the world's biggest Harley Quinn fan, I understand. Other than that, go buy a fucking tweeterhead statue. It looks nicer. Okay? It's the same price.
You're telling me that face, that smirk epitomizes Harley Quinn right there?
No, it doesn't. Nothing about this says Harley Quinn to me. If I saw this, if someone just showed this to me, I wouldn't know what it was. If I didn't know Margot Robbie was Harley Quinn and someone just showed this to me, I would be like, okay, it's Roller Girl with like makeup, kind of tattoo makeup thing, or it's
she looks like Bored Housewife.
What?
She looks like the Bored Housewife version of Harley Quinn.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying Malibu. It looks very Malibu Barbie-ish. It just doesn't look good at all. It doesn't even like, at least with the first Harley Quinn Suicide Squad release, she had that like. A lot of people were complaining about the first Harley hot toy because it had like that the wide open mouth look. But that's crazy Harley, and a lot of people were comparing that to the end of Sleepaway Camp, when the girl is shown at the end with the knife.
Yes.
The open mouth.
Yes,
right?
I see that.
They were saying that's what it looked like.
That's perfect.
You want to know what? That's something Harley Quinn would do. She would stand over you with a knife with her mouth open like that. Crazy. So to me, this is just ridiculous. I don't know.
Hot Toys has failed twice with Harley Quinn. They fucking really failed. Maybe even thrice. What was that other outfit she had? The gold stripper outfit she wore.
Well, then they had
in the Suicide Squad.
They had a bunch of Harley releases. They had the one with the wide open mouth with the baseball bat and her regular look. Then they had this one. They had the one in the gold stripper outfit. Then they had the one where she was locked up, like the one where she was drinking tea.
Yeah, none of them really looked good.
What?
That one actually was probably the best of the lot, but it's not saying much.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It isn't saying much, but that one was my favorite because at least it was interesting. It was like, oh, locked up, she's drinking coffee, little Hannibal Lecter-y thing kind of going on there, you know. Yeah. Oh, Rob Just a Fan says, love the Two-Face. I want to get him. Thanks for watching the review, if that's what you're referring to. I just reviewed. That was my pickup of pretty much last week. I didn't pick up anything this week. Did I do pre-orders? Oh, actually, I have two orders that are actually coming in one on Sunday and one on Monday. Diamond screwed up my order of the my other sponsor ordered through Diamond, and his contact got fired. So a lot of the pre-orders that we had, approximately 3 of them got kind of canned. So I had to take matters into my own hand and go and pick it up myself. So I got on Sunday coming in, which I will be doing a review on. On Sunday, I'm getting the Cryptozoic Wonder Woman Princess of Themyscira statue that, our pal Amanda Baz and what's his face worked on. God damn it. He's going to watch this back and go, really? What's his face?
why don't we have her...
Kyle and Amanda. Yes, Kyle and Amanda. I'm going to try and get both of them on to talk about that. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it next week, but I'm going to throw it out there. Maybe we could do maybe next week we'll go live on Saturday, and we'll try to get the 2 of them on, and we'll talk about the statue and stuff. So I got that coming in on Sunday, and I got on Monday I have the Tweeterhead Batman, which is came out in late fall, but I got the blue Batman, which I already had but had to return because of the scratch that I had on its leg. So I'll be doing a review on that also. So I'll be doing the Tweeterhead Batman statue and the Princess of Themyscira statue, which I can't wait to get my hands on that shit. Even if you guys are not statue collectors, I seriously suggest you guys watching that review when I do it, because I'm going to be incorporating a lot of Mezcos into that review, because my idea behind getting that Princess of Themyscira statue from Cryptozoic is to have it behind my Wonder Woman Mezco figure as kind of like a callback. And there's also something that you can find at your local PetSmart stores that would work really awesome as a diorama for your Wonder Woman, so you want to tune into that one. So it's going to be a pretty cool, not just statue type review. It's going to be a statue review mostly, but I'm going to be adding other things for other collectors and stuff to kind of broaden the audience. That is all right. Enough of this girl.
Whoa! Put up what Robert Just a Fan said. What Dr. Psycho calls Wonder Woman. Really? You laugh so hard, dude? Really? All right. I don't find misogyny funny, and if you're gonna come on this show and talk like that, I don't know what to tell you, man. But that word is not allowed to be typed in this in the live comment section. You fucking cunt.
All right, guys, I want to get your opinion on this right here. Okay, the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, fine art print. I'm not concerned with the price. The price is $225, but it's actually quite massive. It's like very big. So I'm not concerned with the price. What I am concerned with, however, is the actual picture itself. Remind you of anything?
X-Men.
There you go. X-Men number 1.
X-Men number 1.
All right. I get it.
It's like it doesn't quite look like it. They changed it. They torqued it just enough that it's not cool, because if it's an homage, then it's cool. But it looks like they're trying to hide that they kind of stole from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not a straight up homage.
Right. I
but they ripped off the design. You know what I mean?
Does that bother you? Like it kind of bothered me when I first saw it, and then I was like, you know what? If I was an Avengers fan, I guess it's kind of cool. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know where my brain rests on this, because it's not a bad looking print. Like, you get all the Avengers in there. You got Thanos doing the snap. That's kind of cool. They're all in their comic book versions. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. What do you guys think in the chat? I'm kind of like of two minds.
Hold on. Does Cap have the wings on his cowl or helmet?
Does he have the? No, he doesn't. So this is more of the. I guess it's kind of like a semi mixture of like the Ultimates versions meets 616 versions, kind of. It looks too flat. Yeah, I get that too. I'm not really feeling the sense of depth on the picture either. And Baz checked out for a minute. When he comes back, we'll ask him the question, Mr. Donnie. The only picture I would get would be Alex Ross. Yeah, I know, he's like the king of all. Beyonce. I know we haven't gone to that well in a couple of months.
Danny Lee, it looks too flat. Yeah, that's what we all said about Captain Marvel's ass, right?
Yeah, you see, when an ass is flat, it bothers me. I happen to not mind flat up top, or just not as busty. But in the back, you gotta kind of it's got to be there. Okay, so
you'd have a fucking heart attack in Miami then, dude.
Oh, I'm sure I would. I'm fucking sure I would. A lot of Brazilian girls are small up top and big in the back, and I kind of like that. All right, Rob and Baz, statues or figures? There can be only one. You're talking
figures.
Yeah, figures. You got the wrong guys here, dude. We appreciate statues. Baz does very little statue collecting. I don't want to talk for him. I got a couple of statues just because I happened to get them really cheap because of Thor, son of a bitch that he is. I love you, Thor. And I'm working with Sideshow to do statue reviews and stuff like that. But other than that, I'm a figure guy. Got to be able to pose them. Got to be able to mess with it, to touch it, fuck with it, put it up, change the pose, put it back up, shit like that. And we're figure guys. Mostly.
Thor, he's actually did his latest shirt tonight on his show, the Lick Every Hole shirt, which I encouraged him to create. And he was enthusiastic about it, and he made it happen. God bless him. And I'm gonna look to get one actually. Like every hole.
Thing, isn't it lovely? Look every hole. You guys are pigs. All right, let's see. Framed black. $450. I mean, that is pretty. That's insanely big. Okay, I get it. $450.
It ain't no Beyonce. Come on, man.
Not at all. The Beyonce
That ain't
is $800. Let's calm down now. All right. Beyonce.
Queen
These
Bee.
I'm actually
bitches.
really digging these. What?
I said Queen Bee, bitches.
I'm really digging these. These are the statues by Iron Studio. They're 1/10 scale.
Snarf.
I don't think so.
I'm so close to your balls, Lionel. You really need to take a shower more often, Snarf. At least lick your balls clean, Snarf.
At this price, again, I see Tweeterhead doing 6-scale statues that are absolutely gorgeous for the same price, sometimes even less than this. And this is 10th scale, but I do really like the way what Iron Studios is doing. I love the diorama they're going for, and I just think they look great. So as far as like mini statues go, and they're all between the $130 to $250 range, depending on the size. Obviously, the Lino is really big. He's the tallest one, and looks like the eyes got a nice shine on them. They don't light up, but they do have a really nice shine on them, which is pretty cool. Am I getting these statues? No, because a buddy of mine is helping. We can't say who it is, Baz, but a buddy of mine is knee deep in Super 7, doing the Thundercat Super 7. And again, I'm a figures guy, so I'm going with Super 7 on this one. But I do like what this company is doing. I like it. We've mentioned them before, Baz, the Iron Studios. They do the smaller statues, the 10 scale statues.
Yeah, they're great. I need to get those 2 statues I want from them. Is their George Perez inspired Deathstroke.
Oh, it's
you saw that one, right?
Yeah.
It's like really leaping into action.
Yeah.
And there's one from they did of the Penguin, where he has his classic outfit, but he has like the mechanical penguins from Batman Returns.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Rob Just a Fan writes, one drops on the floor, it's over. Apparently your figures never fall, because every time one of my figures fall, which is my figures don't really fall that much either, but they can break just as easily. I mean, I guess not as easily as a statue, but then again,
not as easily as a statue.
Well, I know your shit fucking falls over all the time, Baz.
All the fucking time.
They are the ones that are doing the Spider-Verse statues. I'm not sure. Fuck those Teddy figure things. I don't get it. I don't know what you mean. You mean the
what Teddy?
And you TMT from Super 7. Yes, that's what I was just talking about, Mr. Brock. I am getting not all the Thundercats. I'm starting off with Lionel and Unleashed Mumra, because I have a little 80s thing I'm doing with figures. I already have my little 80s cartoon thing inside my DTOF. So when I get my module cases, they're going to be littered around the Hot Toys DeLorean, and I'm going to have all my little 1980s characters hanging out around the DeLorean and shit. So yes, definitely upgrading, because I have right now the Lino I have is from Bandai that came out years ago, which is actually not a bad figure for a 7-inch figure, but again, it looks like shit compared to what Super 7's doing. So I'm going with the Super 7 stuff.
Yo, after ordering those Masters of the Universe figures from Super 7 and getting them, man, seeing how they are, I'm friggin' interested in that Conan line, man, the movie line. That's gonna.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that too, man. Donnie asks, "Are you getting?"
You pre-order those?
I didn't even know the Conans were up for pre-order.
Oh, okay, good. Because let me know when they come when they're up. I'm down.
Rob Just a Fan writes $450 with the couch. Sorry guys, I'm going back into the timeline here a little. Donnie writes, "You're getting that Pennywise Mezco, and what else are you waiting for? Mezco wise, let's see. Mezco wise, what am I waiting for? I'm not getting Pennywise because I don't do horror figures. I only had a couple of horror reviews that I did, and then I never pulled the trigger on those. Again, I'm kind of working out my sponsors right now as far as the Mezcos go. However, I did miss out on the Gambit pre-order, so that's kind of pissing me off because I do need to get my hand on him. Mezco wise, what am I waiting on? The 1989 Batman. I know Bass is getting that too.
Yes.
What Conan?
The older Batman.
The older Batman. The what
What's
is
his
it?
name?
Supreme
Supreme
Knight.
Batman or something?
Supreme Knight Batman. Yep.
Taco Supreme Batman.
Taco Supreme Batman. You know what? Let me just pull up the fucking website while this guy asks me this shit. Mezco. Let's go.com.
My Hal Jordan moved up to I think March.
Oh, Hal Jordan.
It was supposed to come out this month. Yeah.
Yes, Hal Jordan. I'm waiting on. Let's see categories. 112 collective. Let's see. Okay, Conan, Batman, not getting KG Beast, not getting the Popeye and Bluto deluxe set. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. The Popeye and Bluto deluxe set is $165, and you're trying to tell me that Thanos is $10 less than that? This is the bullshit I'm talking about with Mezco. All right, this is the fucking bullshit with that company.
Yes.
What else? Gambit, I'm gonna get. I just don't have him on order. Supreme Knight, the Harley Quinn Deluxe Edition, that'll be coming in. I got that on order, and I think that's it. I don't have anything else.
We got Frogman in the chats. We got Sweens.
Oh, Frogman's with us, and Sweens too.
Yeah,
these motherfuckers. What's up,
Frogman is Sweens, bro.
What's up, my man? How you doing? It's so good to see you. Thanks for popping in, dude. It's fucking awesome seeing these guys. We've been kind of running the gambit with the Comicsgate guys, and another a couple actually was supposed to be on tonight. So shout outs to them because they're going to be on a future episode of Red Cup Review. They are again, because I got to go into my mail for everything, because you know me, I forget all kinds of shit all the time. White Cat Comics, their comic, Comics Great Gate, The Grim Reaper, Part 2, excuse me, is actually up right now on Indiegogo. You guys go check that out. They will be on a future episode. And obviously, Sweens does his comic that is called Oddity, and it's about a mutant frog that lives in a like a mutated frog-like character that lives in like Louisiana area. And he was on 2 weeks ago. So if you want to learn more about Oddity, go watch that episode. And he's like, oh, he's just stopping by to say hi. But that's cool. So you got yourself a free shout out and plug for stopping by. So go check out his stuff. Oddity on Indiegogo. Go check it out. Okay. Not feeling Mezco.
Hold up. Robert, just a fan. Anyone seen Picard? I like it. Yeah, I like it too. I was a little skeptical because I absolutely fucking hate Star Trek Discovery season 1 and 2. Season 2 kind of roped me in. I like the premise, and they fucking just totally dropped the ball. Discovery is terrible, but with this third episode I saw today, I feel I'm actually hopeful. So I'm looking forward to see where they take it. It was a very good episode 3. Episode 1 was good. Episode 2 was kind of was on the fence about it. It wasn't that great, but this one, Picard actually gets a ship, and he starts to build his crew, and he actually leaves Earth at the end of the episode. Oh shit! Spoilers. Oh fuck you, whatever. He leaves Earth at the end of the episode, so we're gonna start our adventure, and yeah, fuck you, spoilers, people, man. Whatever. It's up to you to watch these damn things. But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I'm hopeful. Even though Picard is like a fucking looks like he's all of 79 years old now. He looks like he's gonna fall over and shit sometimes. He's still Picard. He's cool. So he looks really old, dude. He looks kind of frail doing this action shit. You know, I mean, you didn't notice it when he was Professor X because he was sitting in a fucking chair, but you know,
it was also 20 years ago.
Yeah,
it was also 20 years ago.
Well, Days of Future Past is how long ago? Maybe 10, less than 10,
like 8.
So yeah, he looks kind of old, but the story seems interesting enough. Nothing groundbreaking, but we'll see. There's some good action in it.
Freddie says, did I miss the BS on the pricing for Thanos Mezco? Freddie took my back. Red Cup fucking soldier in effect. I love it. Freddie was actually part of that conversation where I was talking to the guy about the price. Wait, did I even mention that? No, I didn't mention our conversation. Whatever. Freddie took my back on a fucking thing, and I was talking about how bullshit the price was, and you had a bunch of people on a Hot Toys page being like, "Oh, but for the price," and it's like, look, guys, like I love it when guys like I constantly post in these fucking pages about Red Cup, and I don't expect everybody to be a fan of the show. I do expect though sometimes, you know, people to at least recognize that I'm the Red Cup guy. And I venomously hate saying I'm an expert on these things, because what is an expert? It's all just opinion based. Any one of you guys are just as much valid, your opinions, as mine. That being said, it's a total fucking ripoff of that price. And yes, you missed the conversation, Mr. Freddie. Thanks for the thing, though. Dennis, you're getting a shout out for being a new subscriber here. Love the reviews. And I love the fact that you just subscribed and you're new to the channel and everything else. You're the man. Thank you for joining us here, and welcome.
I like that last name, bro. Trondel Flonger.
Awesome.
Trondel Flonger.
Real fast.
I'll fucking flung you.
Yeah, this is no thrills, buddy. If you're a fan of the page, you know what goes on here. Okay. Donnie, just starting a Mezco collection and loving them. After years of Hot Toys collecting, I got a San Diego Comic-Con Punisher, Blade, and JL Cyclops. Okay.
Justice League Cyclops.
No, Jim. Yeah, I thought that's where our fucking brains are always on DC. And Jim Lee paid shit on eBay for the New York Comic Con Wolverine. I wish you would have spoke to me first. That Wolverine is very good. If you're doing a classic X-Men team, that Wolverine is awesome. However, the best Wolverine figure for Mezco is their Logan. Bar none. Go and watch my Logan review. That is the best Wolverine figure Mezco has done. I know it's just Wolverine in regular clothes. It's head and shoulders above all their other Wolverine figures, and you could probably get it for like $50-$60 right now. So that's like a strong recommendation if you're a Wolverine fan. If not, you don't need him in his regular clothes, then ignore everything I just said. Yes, everyone give Dennis a big welcome. There you go. Welcome to the fam. I love that. I love when people... We got a couple... Dennis, if you're on Facebook, join us over here at the official Red Cup Review, the Rebellion on Facebook. This guy Eugene just joined this week, and he invited a few people to join the page. So the page jumped up a few members. And again, it's not just a regular page. This is not the Red Cup fan page. This is the Red Cup family that you are joining. So it is a smaller community, and we have each other's backs. Think of it like joining a toy mafia. Okay. Anyone else? Let's see. Yeah, and
we got to Count Von Strange the Fourth.
I love these fucking guys that are showing up on the goddamn live. This is awesome. Gray, you got 8 minutes till the start of SmackDown, so I suggest wrapping your shit up. Seriously, 8 minutes. I love seeing these. Now, first of all, there's
shit. Okay, dude.
What?
We got 8 minutes to end the fucking show, right?
Yeah, we do. So, all right, Baz is gonna spitball through everything through he's gonna spit it through the wire for us real here. So Baz, take it away. Do our fucking home movie thing.
Let's go quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, so now we got what do you think of this? Sam Raimi official for as the director of Doctor Strange 2.
I think it's awesome, especially since they're going for that pseudo horror vibe. I think he's perfect for that. He'll do like the Marvel comedy, but still have that element of horrorness to it, which is what they're going for anyway. So I think it's a perfect marriage.
Now he was if I'm mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, he was a big fan of early Steve Ditko Spider-Man, right?
Yes. Sorry, my brain had a brain freeze there.
So I mean, it's not out of the realm to suggest maybe that he's a fan of Steve Ditko, and Steve Ditko has created Doctor Strange. So maybe we're gonna get like an old school kind of homage to Steve Ditko's Doctor Strange. I'm hoping for that.
No, that would be pretty awesome. Yeah, no, I'm down. So
yeah. Cool. So okay, Captain Marvel 2. Captain Marvel 2 gets a possible release date of February 18th, 2022. They're talking about, I think they did cast the Monica Rambeau Captain Marvel, which I actually prefer, and a lot of old school 80s comic book readers fans prefer. Was the Black Captain Marvel, who had an actual really interesting set of powers that was different from the other Captain Marvel versions of the Captain Marvel character, and she was actually in here on that famous Secret Wars #1 poster, and so it's fairly popular character. Also, what they're talking about is Rogue as.
I was just going to say that. Go ahead. You took the words right out of my mouth. Go ahead.
Okay, so now they're talking about the villain being Rogue. So you're gonna have the first introduction of the X-Men here with Rogue being the villain, which is fucking awesome.
What the perfect transition for that character too. If you're gonna have Rogue take her power in the Captain Marvel movie, and then have Rogue in the X-Men, that's great. Especially starting her off as a villain is a wonderful idea, and it opens up a door for Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, and let's get rid of Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. She was the worst cast of any actor in the Marvel universe so far. She's terrible. Her line delivery is bad. I'm not saying she's a bad actress. She was just a bad fit for this, for just being a superhero. She's no good. She was terrible. Yeah. And I went into that movie with an open fucking mind too. So all right. Now we got next up. What else did I jot down here? The character list from Black Adam's movie. Which are they filming that yet, or is that in production?
Summer they started, I believe. Go ahead. What's the character list?
Okay,
4 minutes.
So now we got Isis.
Okay, cool.
Makes sense. You know, that's his wife, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Dr. Fate.
Really?
Yes. And Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
Get the fuck out of here.
Atom Smasher.
What?
Yes.
What?
It's a fucking JSA movie. Stargirl.
Oh my God.
Okay, Stargirl. And I heard that they're considering putting in Jay Garrick, the original Flash, and the original Green Lantern, Alan.
No way.
Alan Scott. Yeah.
Way. Fuck you. I hate you.
Can you believe that?
No, it's awesome. I think that's fucking lovely. You know, anything would you put JSA on anything, and I'm buying that shit. Buying right into it.
So I'm extremely excited for that movie. That's my most fucking anticipated movie in the next few years.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I love that. I absolutely love it.
If you haven't read that JSA run from the early 2000s,
Jeff Johns JSA is a must read. Must read, guys. It's really awesome. What's up?
I got a hidden Easter egg in Modern Warfare.
Not now. Doing the show. Tell me after when we watch SmackDown. Go upstairs. You have 2 minutes. We're still on. Go. We're trying to wrap up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Quick review of Harley Quinn. You know, it deserves a quick review. Okay.
You're just taking up time for me to be upstairs.
Leave.
In the camera.
Leave.
I'm sorry.
Shut up.
You can be on. Forget it. So go ahead.
Okay. It sucked. It didn't suck. It was just so fucking mediocre.
Oh, come on. Because I'm seeing people say, first of all, it's got a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's ridiculous.
Everyone's saying it's the greatest thing ever. It's the best
Not even
movie.
close.
Female empowerment, Baz. What are you talking about?
That's why they're rating it so high. But
yeah,
I mean, I went into it with an open mind, thinking, okay, I don't like the costume design suck. I don't like the design in the movie. Maybe it's going to be like a version, or like maybe it's going to be like like a Guy Ritchie movie, or like Smokin' Aces, that movie Smokin' Aces. Like a weird kind of quirky crime fucking film, right?
Okay.
It's also like she's trying to be Deadpool. She narrates throughout the whole friggin' movie. But the thing is, the script isn't good. She's not that funny. I only laughed really hard once, and that was from Ewan McGregor, where he goes, he tells her, spoilers. He goes, you think you could beat me? You're a fucking moron. Exactly. See? Yeah, he said it like that. It was so natural. I was laughing hysterical in the theater. That's the one time I laughed. It was not a good movie. There's some action in there, but it's just, I was bored. Like when you're not invested in the film and you're watching action, and you're just like, I don't care. I should be excited. Why am I not excited?
Like, and I wanted people say that it's John Wick meets Suicide Squad meets Deadpool, and
Suicide Squad is better.
I didn't like any of those movies. Well, I didn't see John Wick, but I didn't like Suicide Squad or Deadpool. So I'm like, then I don't need to see this. And
even with the action, it's like, well, like they dispatch the bad guys too easily. Even in John Wick has a fucking hard time here and there with the guys he's fighting. None of this. This is just, they were just steamrolling through thugs like it was nothing. It almost looked like Batman 66.
Right.
One punch, one kick. That's it. one of the girls hits him with a kick, and the guy goes flying. It's like over exaggerated. He's doing flips. Yeah. It was not good. The Huntress was like portrayed as like socially awkward. She wasn't like the cool fucking assassin that I expected her to be.
I love it.
Did you like Guy Ritchie's King Arthur? Yes, I did. I thought it was pretty cool.
I love it when people say this isn't a movie for you. They didn't make it for you, and it's like, well, I like comic books. And I'm a comic book fan, so who are you making the movie for? You don't have to make it specifically for me. I mean, like, there are many different types of comic book fans, but look? If it acts like a duck and walks like a duck, it's a duck. But if it doesn't look like a Harley Quinn and doesn't act like a Harley Quinn and doesn't look like a Harley Quinn, then it's not Harley Quinn or a Huntress for that matter. Or
why was fucking Rosie Perez in this fucking movie?
I don't know.
Why am I watching Rosie Perez act? Like,
how was Canary?
Good actress?
How was Canary?
Canary was actually probably one of the better characters in there. She had a personality, but none of the changes made in the movie were like just the changes weren't justified. The movie wasn't good enough for me to go, yeah, the movie was so good that I don't care about not making the traditional characters the way they are. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
It's like it wasn't good enough for me to overlook that. So now I'm thinking back. I'm thinking like, wow, imagine if they fucking really made Black Canary look like Black Canary and Huntress look like Huntress. Like I'm like they should have just totally went traditional with this or comic book accurate. Harley. That outfit is fucking atrocious. Like I kept seeing her do. There's two scenes with her in it, and I'm watching her, and I'm like, this just doesn't even look like Harley. Right. I kept picturing her in the red and black, like thinking like, wow, this would have been so much better if she just had her fucking outfit. It would look great. So that's it. It was. I left going like, a forgettable movie. You know, it was.
All right. So what did you like better? This or Captain?
It wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible. This was better than Captain Marvel. That's how much I hate Captain Marvel. Okay, but Suicide Squad I liked better than this.
Right.
This was just. I'm not going to say it was terrible. It was just okay. Like there was some things. Ewan McGregor was kind of okay in this. He did all right. Okay. The whole thing with him being gay was bullshit. Like I didn't see any friggin'.
They just talked that up to fucking appease people.
They just talked it up, like, and the thing is like there's this thing called what they have woke marketing now, where they try to get like the media talking about their movie by saying, oh, this character's gay, this character is lesbian, this character does it, and then you go see the movie and it's like it's hard, and none of those elements are really there. It's just they play it up. And the thing is, they're actually pushing people away because you're pissing off the average, the fans by like, putting this stuff front and center. Like, this is not the reason why we go see freaking comic book movies.
Right.
You know what I mean? We want story. We want decent action, good acting. We want the characters to look like the fucking characters. That's what we want to see. And they're putting all this other agenda, political stuff first. And so some of it is in there. Like Rosie Perez's character, Renee Montoya, her ex-partner kind of like she was passed up for a promotion, and it's a guy, right? So like the guy stole her thunder. At the end of the movie, Rosie Perez and the Birds of Prey, they beat Black Mask, and then that guy takes all the credit for it.
Oh, okay.
And then she leaves the force and everything and shit. So like you have that like misogyny type theme going there a little bit.
You know what, though? If it's not like there's a way, because there are guy assholes in the world, and that's fine. It's just that I don't like it when it's.
But there's also girl assholes in the world. Right? What I mean?
Yeah, no, I get
both.
it. Yeah.
So, but like every man in the movie is portrayed as like to this and so good. So all the good guys are female. But if you don't think about it, you go, well, just watch it for what it is. And it's just like a soulless, bland action movie.
Right. Okay.
Just entertainment. It was okay. I'm not going to say it was terrible and sucked, but, I do not go out and see it. Wait till it's on fucking, you can see it free on streaming or whatever.
Rob just a
Netflix.
fan
Don't
asked,
even
how
buy
are
it.
the hyenas? How are the hyenas in the movie?
Whatever you saw in the friggin' previews and the commercials and the trailer, that's what the hyena did in the friggin' movie. Basically, that was it. And it was only one of them.
All right. Well, there you go.
So do not pay money for this fucking movie.
What else is on the news before we wrap this up? And I have to answer one question before we go on my end. Go ahead. Anything else?
That's it. That's all I got to jot down in my little my envelope.
So we had a lot of shit. This episode was fucking chock full of shit, man. If anybody was to come on,
full of nuts.
Okay, so Mr. Donnie asked me a while back what are my favorite things, and like my opinion is always changing and flip flopping on these collectibles about Mezco. So I hate the company because I think that their customer service is shit. But judging objectively just from the figures, they, in my opinion, are the best 6-inch action figures on the market. They're like mini Hot Toys. I love the soft goods. I love the fact that the new figures are coming with wired capes now. That's a huge plus. Either they're coming with 2 capes or at the very least a wired cape straight out the gate like the classic Wonder Woman. So that's got my huge thumbs up. I love the posability of them. I love that they're predominantly comic book accurate, because for my 12-inch collectibles, I go with movie accurate because I want the head sculpts to look like the actors, and that's what I collect those for, like the Hot Toys and stuff. However, when it comes to smaller figures, 6-inch, I like them to be as comic accurate as possible, and I don't necessarily mind the Mezco isms, so to speak. I like that they at least all look like they belong together. So it's not like one figure is overly Mezcoized and one is comic accurate. They kind of across the board have their own little spice to put in the mix, so to speak. Mezco is arrogant as crap. You should have wrote fuck, because that's exactly what they are. Wait, which sponsor dropped you? I can't say, because they didn't technically drop me. It was more like a mutual parting of ways from me reading into the way I was being spoken to. Put it as you may. I'm not going to talk about personal business on a live show. I can't do that. That is not professional. However, watch the next couple of videos I do, and you'll see a pattern of somebody missing, and you'll get the idea. Okay. If I had to choose, I'd only collect Mezco. If I had to choose between 6 scale and Mezcos, I'm going with 6 scale because they just look better. They're more of for my collection, what I'm going for, I can't see myself ever selling off all of my Hot Toy stuff. I love my Christopher Reeve and my Michael Keaton too much, and my Ledger Joker and my Star Wars little shit I got going on. Even my Conan that I got, which I'm not supposed to talk about on this channel, but whatever. And the sideshow versions of Snake Plissken and Jack Burton. I just love those characters too much. And until Mezco starts making Jack Burtons and fucking Escape from New York figures, I'm sticking with 12-inch. You know what? Fuck it, I do both. Just collect what you like. Who gives a shit? If you like, have a little bit of 6, a little bit of 12. Bitches are the same way, right? They like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Come on, vary it up a little.
What'd you say? What the fuck did you just say?
I said nothing of the sort. Okay, so let's see.
I'm gonna chill with that everyday misogyny, buddy.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
Watching you.
Yeah, I know. Dark Ranger, what's up, man? Agree about the capes. Really glad they're making them posable finally. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, I like the natural drape of the cape. If you know what you're doing and know how to pose a wired cape, you can get the natural drape look from a wired cape. You just got to put a little bit of elbow grease, watch a couple of videos, and study the human form a little bit. That's what I do sometimes. I'll take still shots. When I pose my Mezcos and my Hot Toys, I'll take still shots of the actors or characters from other movies or even comic book panels and try to replicate a pose in that panel, and take your time with it. You'd be surprised what you can achieve with a little bit of elbow grease. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. I know that's been going on for a few weeks now. Sorry, I've been I wasn't ignoring it, just kind of eluded me. Sometimes you got to be part of the Facebook page and hit me up on the DMs like fucking Kevin does. So shout outs to Kevin for doing that. Doesn't mean you got to flood my DMs now. Just, go to the Red Cup page and you want me to talk about something, write it as a post. You want to talk to Baz? He's on there every fucking day. Oh, okay. Now.
Hold on. Mike is nerdy. I like my ladies how I like my figures, whatever I can afford. Nice.
Oh, I love this guy. That's the type of shit we're talking about. Right there. I know mad girls are going to see this. Like, those guys are fucking pigs. People like from Darth Castle that think I'm one way going to say, look, it's all in good fun. All right. Relax. It's like, if Andrew Dice Clay could make
That's why
$1
Birds of Prey. That's why movies like Birds of Prey are made for misogynist freaking sleaze bags like us.
Harvey Dent.
And Gillette commercials. Gillette commercials that tell us, lecture us that masculinity is toxic.
Harvey Dent.
I'm toxic.
Can he be trusted?
I'm toxic.
Harvey Dent.
No, because he's a white cis male. You can't trust him.
He's only half. He's half white cis male. Again, guys, if you guys are on Instagram, just look up official Red Cup review on Instagram and friend me on there too. You guys could follow some pictures. I don't really fuck with Instagram too much, but periodically, whenever I have a new release coming out, I do a couple of pictures on Instagram. Okay, with that being said, it's time for our closing arguments. It is 8:11, and I probably missed the opening of fucking SmackDown and Goldberg, so my son's going to have my nuts in a vice for this. Once again, okay. Do you have anything more to say, Mr. Amazing Larry, before we close this out?
Yeah, we got to hurry up because Donnie Das54 has to take a piss.
All right, so join the rebellion.
He's got
like and subscribe.
He's got a small bladder.
Listen, you motherfuckers. You have 23 people in the chat right now. Better fucking like this video. All right? No, I'm kidding. But please like the goddamn video. All right? Anyways, you guys are awesome. More awesome than we could possibly imagine. You guys brought the chat back to where it used to be. We had an awesome chat tonight. Very, very impactful. We cracked 20. We stayed cracked at 20 almost the entire time. You guys are awesome. It's Friday.
Real quick. I saw a freaking a bunch of reviewers do a video like just after they saw Birds of Prey, and this one guy was like, "Oh, it's one of the best DC movies ever. It's up there with Wonder Woman and Aquaman." And I was just like, "What the fuck? Are you insane? It's not even close to Wonder Woman." Like, wouldn't you say like Wonder Woman is like the gem right now of the DC film universe?
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy, deluded people that think this movie is amazing. Don't listen to them. They're fucking crazy. Listen to me. I know what's up.
Baby Yoda statue or figure? No, Dan, we didn't talk about Baby. We talked about Baby Yoda last week. Whatever. Fuck Baby Yoda. I'll be getting him in 6 scale though. If they do a Mando with Beskar armor and a Baby Yoda sidecar, I'll be getting that. That's what I'm waiting out on. Okay. Friday night. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the Red Cup review. I wish you nothing but the best and all the love in the world, and I hope all the good things in life happen to you and nobody else but you. Even you,
Mike is nerdy. No, it's a no. Yeah, fuck you. I gotta go. Goodbye. Fuck out of here. How do I shut this fucking thing off?
Take care, everybody. Baz is not really too good for goodbyes. Have a nice weekend. We'll see you next week.